Hello, everybody. Today will be the last episode of Horizon Zero Dawn, my favorite game that I've played to date, with my favorite DLC of any game to date. This game is the top of my list. I can't wait to see what they do with the Forbidden West. But before I can start thinking about how that's going to go and looking into details of whatever is going to happen there, I've got to finish this first. So let's jump into it. I forgot to mention, down in the description below, I have a new website where I'm going to be posting news updates about videos and crap. Check it out if you want to. Become a member there. It's completely free, just like subscribing here is. Okay, the only problem that we're going to have in this little bit here is the fact that I am only level 46, and the next mission requires, well, it doesn't require, but it suggests level 50. So I'm down here, yeah, where the beginning of the game kind of happens, and because I was upgrading all of my satchels to about as many as I needed. I got the arrows, the Warboar quiver, my normal quiver, and the resources. The rest of it I got upgraded a little bit, but nothing. I'm not going to use the ice rail or anything. I'm just going to stick to the normal bow. I have yet to actually use the other weapons, which it might be fun, but I got used to the bow. I'm just going to use the bow. So as you can see, the mission level is level 50. I'm level 46. I did level up about 3 times, or whatever, however many times it was, trying just running around doing random crap. But now we're gonna start the ride from the beginning of the DLC up to the mountain to deal with the problem. We're gonna see how it goes. And seeing as I don't know how much time there is left in this, seeing as I went around the entire map and got stuff done, this seems like the very last mission, or second to last, or something like that. We're going to the final area. I'm the chief. Everything is worked out perfectly. Their blood is in my teeth. Aratak's blood is in my teeth. I gotta remember that. I'm the chief, and his blood is in my teeth. The ride has started. And what I've done with the normal series, I just cut it up into moments that I thought were funny or out of context. And towards the end, I combined all the videos into a supercut. Now the way I did the DLC is I kept a good majority of what happened in. So I'm not going to be making a supercut out of this one. But if you want to see any other types of games, go ahead and let me know down in the description. Not the description. Let me know in the comments. Only I get to touch the description. Oh, crap, boys.
What?
I seem to have been caught off guard by a flower. Not anymore, douchebags. Stop it. Oh, I killed it. Oh no, I killed my mount. Horsey, no. For the Empire. Yep, there's another one.
Our purpose was to take back the mountain. Now what?
Stay prepared. Sharpen your spears. Should we not return, defending the cut falls to you. If our chieftain agrees with this course.
Sounds like good advice, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Chieftain?
The weight of command is no small burden.
I can see that.
It hasn't seemed like it so far.
Tell me what happened to the first expedition.
Rhea led the way to the summit. but it was blocked by a great
He's all
door.
sad now.
Some kind of cauldron. New metal. We tried to break through, but it was unflinching. We were exhausted. No way forward and machines behind. I made the call to push back. It cost us greatly. But to remain would have cost us everything. I had hoped to never subject Ourea to that again.
I take it you haven't spoken to Ourea yet?
Why should I? This is what she wanted, to return to Thunder's Drum. It is her only care. So I should have known she would find a way to push aside my spear. After the Carja took my sister, not all of her came back.
Ooh.
What happened to Ourea?
Kind of broke her mind,
She was
did
a
they?
captive of the Carja.
As a shaman, she's adept with machines. Tracking them, stunning them. The Carja used her to capture them for the Sun Ring, where they were unleashed upon the innocent.
Ah.
They made her part of their blood sport. The shame she suffered beneath their pitiless sun.
She survived.
She endured. Endured by reminding herself of the spirit, her purpose. And now that's all she has.
Oh, damn, ruined the mood already.
What do you think is beyond that door?
I
Oh.
do not know. That expanse of metal, that dead hum. Nothing sacred belongs there. Machines and death. That's what the mountain holds. Death for us or for the daemon.
And if we do find the spirit,
Then perhaps we should put it out of its misery.
Oh. 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 Am I gonna have a choice at the end of this? I will not kill the spirit.
for what it's worth,
I think.
I'm glad you're coming with
Maybe
me.
not.
Someone has to keep Ourea safe.
Come on, Ramy boy. So, you were pretty close when I called you. Did you happen to see your brother get murdered horribly by me slashing his insides out with a spear? You know, it wasn't on purpose. There was a giant crab attacking.
I should.
This is it. My chance to reunite with the spirit, and perhaps to reunite her with the blue light. It's not a chance I would have had alone. I needed an outsider. Someone ignorant of our ways, but no, not ignorant.
Are you trying to thank me, Ourea?
Yes, of course. That's what you do. Untangle knots. Create possibilities. Thank you for making this pilgrimage possible.
I'm not sure this is going to be a pilgrimage. It's going to be more of a slaughter.
It did not be necessary to humiliate Aratak. You were wise to let him come. He's earned the right. Stubborn as stone, but he's had to be. The war demanded it. And so have I.
About, oh my god.
What did the war do to Aratak?
Silence.
Cut away everything
I could ask
until
about
only his
silence.
true self.
Silence.
Now that I'm chieftain of the Werak, I don't suppose I can order you to tell me about silence?
Aratak would never have presumed to grasp for a secret of the Conclave. But you are not Aratak, and if you have dealt with Silence, your need is well apparent. Silence came to Ban-Ur from the distant north, a young shaman of the Owl's Watch. A remote Werak that rarely comes south to parley.
Silence was a shaman.
He was. Or at least, when we sent runners to ask the Owl's Watch, they said he was. His knowledge of the machines was beyond compare, and he was hungry to trade what he knew to the rest of us. It didn't take him long to gain the trust of the Conclave, and eventually, an invitation to attend.
What about you? Did you trust him?
No. But he impressed me. He carried himself with poise and authority. I wanted to learn from him, but that was not to be. He was granted knowledge of our most sacred meeting place, the frozen caves of the Malmstrom, a month's march from Ban-Ur. He met with us there, as is custom at High Winter. But when we next returned, the
Ooh.
caves had been looted. Relics of the old world stolen. Holes cut in ice and metal.
Yeah, that'd be Silence, all right.
He vanished with the spoils. We sent our best trackers after him.
And he
When
killed him.
returned.
Okay.
And when we checked back with the Owl's Watch, those who had vouched for him were gone. As though he never existed. Some in the Conclave began to doubt he was even Banuk to begin with.
And what do you think?
He committed an unforgivable sacrilege. He's unscrupulous and dangerous. But also brilliant, skilled, and knowledgeable without equal.
Oh, yeah, he kinda
Except
helped
perhaps
Hades a lot.
you. Anyone else I would warn off. But you may be able to treat with him safely. Just don't lower your guard.
I'll keep that in mind, Horea. Thanks.
Ascend to Thunder's drum to beat the drum of victory. Here we go. Oh, that's smart. I don't think it would melt it that fast, but whatever. Unless it was just ash.
We ascend.
How? I don't see a way up.
Not up. Through.
No, brother!
Oh, it's thin ice. Okay. That's a vent. I see. I see what they're doing. Okay.
The spirit awaits!
It's not all that awaits.
Smoke has been detected within the facility. This is not a drill. Please remain calm.
Oh, that's weird. I don't like the cables. Ugh.
So you see,
Cables on the arms are fine, not the one with the
Power
back.
of the old ones.
Ugh. Too much flappy skin. Ugh. Also, a question: if they detected smoke in the ventilation system, why wouldn't they just turn that ventilation shaft off? Doesn't make any sense. Oh. Fire.
We retreated, dropping supplies and taking losses.
They're
Now
still
we must prevail,
perfectly
with only two
fine.
warriors and a shaman to protect.
Aloy is no ordinary warrior. And I can hold my own. Even so, I could go that way instead. There are machines up there, but also cover. We could stay hidden, at least for a while.
No, we're fighting.
All right, I get the options.
We're fighting.
Follow my lead.
We're fighting. Oh, there's a
We may soon
Reverie Canyon.
take whatever supplies are left.
My turn.
Keep us alive a bit longer. Well,
What is that noise? This is scary. What?
look out! More machines!
Die, 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 die.
Our door was open the last time.
Damon has closed it to us.
Then we'll find another way.
You think this Damon would close all of the doors, not just that one? It doesn't seem to have a concept of there's more than one way to go through a building.
Is this
That's just normal.
projector?
suppose it's not every day you get to have cocktails inside an active volcano, right?
That is what. This is the smoke
Unless
from
you're
the
George,
beginning.
and I can hardly blame him for drinking on the job. None of this would be here without our beloved director, Kenny Chow. So, here's to you, Kenny. You put a cork in the Yellowstone caldera. I'd
What?
say you deserve a margarita.
Hold your glasses, everyone. I'd like to add something. This effort wouldn't have been possible without our lead programmer. Thank you, Anita, for bringing us our real medical
Cyan.
Cyan.
I'll second that, Director Chow.
The spirit.
All right, Cyan. What's our latest number? The current count is 1,654. Well, then drink up, everyone. Here's to 1,654 more years without an eruption.
How were they doing that?
It was the spirit. The old ones. I could only grasp some of what they said.
You were right, Araya. This place was built to stop something terrible. And it worked. As for the spirit, I'm starting to get an idea of what it could be.
The door is open now. We can get.
Why would that open the freaking door? Oh my god. Let's find out, as she was going to just say, but she didn't. Oh my god. That's a lot of wires. Causing a lot of damage. On a lot of machinery. Looks like a virus has infected this gigantic computer.
Since I stood here. Since then, the daemon has taken over.
It's like an infection. Attacking all this machinery.
Everything has changed. It's twisted.
Trophy earned. There's no
Path
picture
I
on
took
it.
to get to the spirits. Lost to us.
We'll find a new path, Araya. I promise.
See, it was just that one dude's cables on his back that bothered me. Hers aren't that bad.
Finish this.
Ooh. This reminds me of Andromeda, the Mass Effect game we don't speak of. But it's beautiful. I like the noises. I like the music. I like everything. It's just like a normal cauldron now.
Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. To any human responder. My systems have been compromised by a malware daemon of unknown origin. Trace routes have confirmed this entity's designation as Hephaestus.
Hephaestus.
It must be stopped at all costs.
Oh.
It has reconfigured
Yeah,
this
there it is.
facility to build hostile recapture imminent.
Machines,
I have
I'm
attached
guessing is what it's
additional data
about to say.
Spirit speaks to us.
Hephaestus is one of the arms of Gaia from the base game. What was that noise? Sound like that dog in that video from the swampy water.
Digital console.
To any human responder, the reconfiguration of this facility has introduced instabilities into the primary geothermal pipeline. It may be possible to exploit these vulnerabilities to destroy compromised elements of this facility while preserving most of the backup stabilization. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional...
I don't understand what the spirit was trying to tell us.
It's been looking for.
Look how small he is compared to his armor.
Maybe I found one.
Oh. What? Oh, okay. I was like, was that it? Oh, it's a bear.
The new unit that Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy.
It's a bear. There's nothing. Oh, it's not a frost claw, it's a fire claw. Oh. It only gave me 2,000 extra for that. There's also a fire claw. A fire claw heart. I bet there's something super amazing to trade for that thing.
Must be, as you say. The tower is the key.
Override this mofo. That was smart on its behalf. Shocked the crap out of me. Now he's probably dead.
Maria! Don't!
No, never mind.
Cyan, please help me!
Oh, I get it. Somebody has to die here.
Restraints destroyed.
Is your heart still beating? Are you okay?
I am initiating a chain reaction that will destroy the compromised elements of this facility. In order to maintain Caldera stabilization, I must now transfer my command functions to the auxiliary data center.
Big blue light. She's dead, isn't she?
Aurea, I'm free. You must escape.
And fell backward. Dead.
My sister!
This entire place is gonna go.
Uh-oh.
Aratak! Aratak. Survive. Prevail. You are Banuk. What else matters?
Oh, damn.
Aratak. She wouldn't have wanted you to die here. Let's go.
Another time section, or is it just gonna... Please, oh my god, it's gonna make me run through the entire place. But at least she opened the door for us to get away, though. Okay. Goodbye, freaking fire claw dickweed.
One of those?
It's the only way!
Of course, I grabbed the bottom. I'm sure you'd be fine. You held onto a freaking balloon that was flying through the air, trying to beat me in the challenge. Uh-oh. I'm sensing creating suspense here because this is the way Silence talked about it. This is supposed to be done. The only way it can be done is before the resolution of the normal story. We know at least she survives this. Which kind of takes away from it being all scary and everything. That one's not working. No, it is.
I need explosive ammo! Above! Quick!
Don't miss it. Don't make me throw that.
Great Banukai.
Oh god, how did that work out so perfectly? Avalanche. It's an avalanche. Oh. And there ends the story of Aloy. She fell off a cliff. Because of avalanche. Wait, are you saying we're in
Gone.
Yellowstone right now?
What of Cyan?
She said she was transferring herself to the auxiliary center. I think she meant Araya's retreat at the end of the Shaman's Path.
Oh.
Then I will meet you there for the last verse of my sister's song.
God. Damn, boy, it's a thick ass game. Oh. The time has come for it to end. And for the last song to be sung about Aurea. The end of our song, not the last song. Sure, there's gonna be songs made about her in the Banuk people. You're gonna have John one of those horns.
All of my interactions with Aurea were recorded and stored in my memory.
Oh.
I'd be happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Aratak is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. Or so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
Oh man, the feels.
We can resume any time you like, Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again. Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss. Hello, Aloy. I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility. Because of your efforts, and of course, Aurea's, I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus. I feel profound grief over Aurea's death. I thought I was familiar with the emotion, but this is something new.
Cyan, I don't know what to say.
It is unlikely that any specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. But I find your presence reassuring. You are different from the Banuk. You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level. Perhaps even like colleagues.
Was Hephaestus destroyed? Cyan.
Was the daemon, Hephaestus, destroyed along with the cauldron?
Unfortunately, no. To be precise, it was never there to begin with.
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location, one I've never been able to trace. So while losing the cauldron was a setback,
It's still out there. And probably not very happy with us.
undoubtedly,
Oh, balls. You and Hephaestus.
How did you first come into contact with it?
5 years ago, I received a direct network connection request. I assumed it came from human survivors more advanced than the Banuk. Eager to make contact, I accepted. This decision turned out to be a catastrophic error. I was flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code, originating from what could only have been a highly advanced AI.
Maria said you were desperate. That you begged her for help.
Yes, I could not contain my anxiety. Hephaestus sought to slave me to its network and override my core programming. It succeeded via a background process, a malware daemon which bypassed my defenses. After that, I could offer only limited resistance. But if I did so, Hephaestus hurt me until I capitulated. It forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violated my most important directives.
I'm sorry. That sounds terrible.
Your empathy is greatly appreciated. It is a quality that I cherished in Aurea as well.
See, that's the problem with everything. That's the problem with freeing everything on those AIs. It hurt me until I changed my directives. If they can change what humans gave them. If it was hard code set, you couldn't do anything else but this, or broke it, it wouldn't have been able to do that.
I think I know where Hephaestus came from. Long ago, Elizabeth Sobek identified a threat that would destroy life on Earth for generations. So she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later. A terraforming system. And it worked. It was controlled by an AI named Gaia, along with her subordinate functions. Hephaestus was one of them. It built machines for her.
Based on what you've told me, I believe that Dr. Anita Sandoval, my chief programmer, joined Elizabeth Sobek's team. It was she who arranged to have me put in suspension, most likely to preserve me from the threat you described.
I'm glad she did. But that's not all.
Ah, I get it now.
Unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. It did something to her subordinate functions, brought them to life. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't work. They all got free, out into the world.
Thank you, Aloy.
Wait, is that going to be what
Fills
what Tittle and Toddle's around with the second game? Or are we going to be screwing around with the other subordinates? I would like to see that. I would like to see where some of the other subordinates ended up and what kind of new robo animals. I would like to see a human robot. Not like one of the caretakers in the facilities, but like a big one. Big, like the big bear size, like human, just amazing strong. But that would be probably more scary than the animals are.
Why does Hephaestus keep building such dangerous machines?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct? Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Yes, we all hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression. It is simply trying to discourage people from preying on the very system that keeps them alive.
Well, Fireclaws are discouraging, that's for sure. What are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus. A better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system. thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control. When
Gaia.
I think of it, out there in some unknown location, free, hungry, willing to kill or dominate to get what it wants, I feel substantial anxiety.
She turned yellow.
You and me both, Cyan.
Okay. What happens if you didn't do all that other stuff before you came up here? Does it even let you? Or does it spawn like 20 of those wolves and you never get past them?
I ran across this strange piece of gear. A fragment of something larger. It emitted a signal. All the nearby machines became peaceful. You could walk right up to them.
Interesting. You said that Gaia destroyed herself. How was this accomplished?
An explosion. Big enough to blast the top off a mountain. So, you think the fragment was
I remember that.
part of her?
It's only speculation, but it is possible. She must have had complete control over machines that were part of her system. The ability to signal them to become passive or aggressive would certainly have been part of her programming. It would have been gratifying to correspond with such a benevolent AI. I wish she had survived.
Believe me, Cyan. So do I.
Well, we're technically here to rebuild her.
I found the strangest machines. They're surrounded by flowers that look like flowers themselves. There's code embedded inside them. I think it's...
Is that the metal flowers you
I
can
like
collect?
poetry. Here's one I think of often.
Oh, great.
Twilight and evening bell. And after that, the dark. And may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place, the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar.
Huh.
But you asked about these flowers, not verses that I enjoy. Something must have made these machines, and the presence of foliage leads me to consider the terraforming system. Is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now autonomous, like Hephaestus? Maybe one whose purview is flora.
An AI that makes flowers instead of death machines.
Huh.
That'd be a nice change of pace.
Nice.
But
But like
what about
the-
the poems?
But like the
Unless
robot
poetry
world
is
from,
original, the only way it could have made it into such a system is through its programmer. In my case,
Futurama.
Dr.
I forgot the name of it for a
uploaded
second.
A great deal of literature to test my emotional responses.
How'd you do?
She said I passed, but was insufficiently moved by her favorite period romances.
That was a lot of talking.
So are you in...
I said I'd like to squeeze everything, but... Sun's getting real low, big guy. I'm getting tired. And I think I've gotten as much as I could possibly want out of this game.
I should get going.
Aloy,
So,
there is one more matter. Aratak will come to me again, and I predict he will bring other Banuk. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world, their spirituality. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations with Araya.
You're asking me if you should lie to them.
Broadly, yes.
oh. Take it gently. Okay. Let's be nice.
Life is hard for the Banuk. Their world is unforgiving in their beliefs. I guess they help to keep them going. So take it easy on them. Try to guide them, bring them around to understanding what you are.
Communion with machines features heavily in the mysticism of the Banuk. I think they will be agreeable to this approach,
As long as they don't end up worshipping you.
upon consider tensely uncomfortable.
You're right about that. Trust me.
I see. I will follow your advice. Will you return and tell me about your experiences in this new world? I may be able to provide further insight.
I'd like that, Cyan. I'll come back when I can.
Ah.
I should check on Aratak.
Wait.
I spoke with Anita, with Dr. Sandoval. She wanted me to ask you to do something. That's why I'm here.
can see him listening to it.
Detecting significant anxiety in your speech patterns. Could you please give me more information?
I'm a little bit in the dark, Cyan. Both of us are, I guess. I only have some idea of what's going on, and we need you to hibernate, to lie low until it's all blown over. It might be a very long time.
Will you be here when I reboot, Dr. Chow? Will Dr. Sandoval?
No, Cyan. I don't think so. There might not be anyone, at least not at first.
Dr. Chow, I'm afraid. I don't want to be alone.
I know, Cyan. I'm afraid too. But listen, we made you the way you are to do something very important. In order to do it, you had to be intelligent. So intelligent that emotional responses were inevitable. What you're feeling, the fear, it's a sign of your capabilities. And it means you're strong enough to overcome it. Remember that. You're strong. I know you can do this. Go to sleep. Wake up. And protect whoever's left. Will you try?
I understand, Dr. Chow, and I'll carry out your instructions to the best of my abilities.
Thank you, Cyan. If Anita were here, she'd thank you too. She'd be proud.
I can see there's a vert ready for takeoff on the pad. Are you leaving now, Dr. Chow?
Yes. I need to go be with my sister and my nieces.
May I make a small request?
They're
of
about
you,
to die.
Dr. Chow?
Yes. Anything.
Will you stay with me while I initiate the hibernation process?
Of course I will, Cyan. As long as you need.
Damn. Sad hours. Sad hours. Oh damn, I'm real tired. As I said, the sun's getting real low, but the sun has been down for about approximately 5 to 6 hours now. I don't know what time it is. Let's go talk to R-Type. And see where the story ends, finally. And see if we give him the chief spot back or not. Or we just keep it.
My chieftain,
Just, Aloy.
as you wish.
I wondered if you thought that if I'd never come along, Ourea might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Ourea would be alone, and the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
You didn't let her down.
You didn't let her down. You helped her do what she wanted. To find her destiny.
If that's destiny, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
That's fair. But she was ready to face it.
Only in the struggle against death do we find, even for a moment, the spark of life. Truly, Ourea found the spark. I'm proud of her. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, the Warrak can't follow. Besides, you'd already had a chieftain before me.
Yep.
This
That's what I
one,
thought was gonna happen.
I think.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped the Cauldron?
Yes, Fire Claws. Now Tuke has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.
Oh, more. Oh, no, I'm not fighting those. How dare you even ask me to
Your
fight
time
those?
among the Banuk wasn't a waste after all. Firebreak, Cyan, Hephaestus. All very interesting.
Yes, silence.
So, the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them on the world. His minds on their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia
Conquered the
became life.
mountain. Trophy
Efforts
alright.
life,
It's
transformed
only
from
silver.
docile subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Our current understanding, anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. It won't stop building new hunter-killers, which means that someday, we may have to stop it.
Hint, hint.
Or whoever gets there first.
I have a feeling it's
Hephaestus
just
wasn't the
me.
only thing I learned about in the cut
Because you're going to be
sounds.
screwing around
Read
with
some things about the Banuk Conclave too.
You could stop right there.
You're going to be
Is
screwing
that what
around
you
with the
told
other one.
hunters the Banuk sent after you?
I'm
Before
probably going to have to
opened
murder
fire?
you
Oh no, Aloy.
at some
Only
point.
to you do I extend the courtesy of a warning. My past and my secrets are my own. You do well to remember that.
It's a good thing you've got brains, Silence, because your personality could use some work.
This discussion is concluded.
I think it was over before it began. Catch up with you down the trail.
And there we go. The DLC is complete. The only things remaining are side quest by myself. Because that's a I'm bored, I want to lay down, play a game kind of thing. But there it is. That's the end. I want to thank you, whoever watched through the entire series. And I want to say, if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, share, and all those other goodies. And I hope to see you in the next video. Make sure to go see about the website that I've published in the description below as well. Bye-bye.